hips. We're going to be working on hips today. So Louisa,
No.
be careful.
Okay, I
Do what
will.
you can, you know. I mean, this
All right.
hopefully
Yep.
will make you feel better.
Yeah.
So our hips, we have the abductor muscles, which is major, tensor fascia latae is the major one, the one that lets your leg move out. Then you have your adductor muscles on the inside of your leg, lets your leg move in. And then of course your leg goes back and forth, and that's due to your glutes and your quads. So all of that will be our focus today. We'll start with our breath. And just with simple breath awareness, close your eyes and think about your breath. And then begin deepening your breathing. And as you inhale, feel your lungs expand. Feel your rib cage expand. Feel your belly expand. And long, slow exhales. So the key to this deep breathing exercise is to make it rhythmic. Count in your head the rhythm. You can count numbers if you like. And try to make the breathing even, smooth, and full. And it doesn't matter what number you get to, it matters 0, but as long as you keep the rhythm going. And start by trying to make your inhales and exhales even. Slow, even, long, and full breath. This deep breathing is good for your metabolism, good for your skin, good for your immune system, good for your nervous system, good for your circulatory system. I can't emphasize how important it is to breathe like this at least once a day for a few minutes. It's the most important thing you can do for your health. And now for the next couple of breaths, I want to add in a pause. So inhale on whatever count you're inhaling on, then pause for 2 beats before you exhale. And then after you exhale, pause for 2 beats before you inhale again. The purpose of the pause is just to make your inhales that much more full and your exhales that much more full. And now the next round, try to pause for 2 beats after the inhale. Make your exhalation about 2 beats longer than it was, and then pause for 2 beats, and then repeat your inhale. So your exhalation is going to be longer than your inhalation. And that's called Rachaka, which means prolonged exhalation. And that's especially good for you when you're tense and anxious, when you need to calm your nerves. And then please bring your breathing back to normal after you finish whatever round of breath you're on. And then let's take a deep breath together and Om in. Om. Om Balu Satguru Bhagavan Ki. The divine is the inner teacher. Okay. All right. Let's change the cross of your legs if your hips and knees allow that, just so we can even up our sides of the body. And then tilt your pelvis forward, sit up nice and tall. Imagine a string pulling the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Bring your shoulders forward, up to your ears, back and down. And again, forward, up to ears, back and down. And once more forward, ears, back and down. And then pause here. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, push up. Exhale, let your right hand float down, the left arm beside your ear, bring your left shoulder back. And take a couple of really deep breaths there. Okay, left arm comes up. Inhale, exhale, left arm floats down. Inhale, open arms in a T. Exhale, twist to the right. Left hand on the right thigh, right hand behind. Take 3 long, deep, full breaths. Inhale, exhale, back to center. Inhale, hands to heart center. Reach up, push your fingertips way up. Exhale, left hand floats down. Right arm comes beside the ear. Push the right shoulder back. Push down in your right sit bone. Maybe look up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, down. Inhale, open arms. Exhale, twist to the left. Right hand comes on the left leg. Left hand behind you. 3 long, deep, full, slow breaths. One more breath in. And exhale back to center. Okay. Lace your fingers like so, and then tuck your chin, tuck your tailbone, push your back to the back of the mat in a C shape. And then inhale as you bring your hands forward, up, and then lift your chin, flip the palms away from you and bring your hands all the way up toward the ceiling. Release your fingers, bring your hands down behind you, clasp your fingers behind you and pull your fists away from your back and open your chest. And then release, bring your arms back forward and back into namaste. Lace the fingers, put the hand down, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, and then inhale as you bring your hands up. Flip the palms up. Look up, lean back, and then separate the hands. Bring the hands behind you, and then lean backwards, pull your palms away from your back. Look up, pull your shoulders down from your ears. And then release, arms come forward, hands back to namaste. All right, so now we're gonna lace our fingers again. This time put the opposite thumb on top. It's gonna feel awkward. And then tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, push the hands away. Take a deep breath, exhale, and then inhale. Flip the palms up as you lift your chin. Go all the way up, look up. Open the chest. Let go of your hands. Bring your hands behind. Clasp your fingers. Opposite thumb goes on top. And then pull your hands away as you pull your shoulders down from your ears. Chest open, look up. And then once again, release. Arms come together. Hands back to namaste. Release your fingers one more time. Opposite thumb on top, the one that you just did. The non-conventional thumb on top. Tuck your chin, tuck the tailbone, push the hands away, and then flip the palms forward as you inhale, pushing up to the ceiling. Exhale, arms come to a T. Lace your fingers behind you, again with the non-habitual thumb on top. Pull the hands away, look up, pull your shoulders down. And then release. Arms come back together, back to namaste. Okay. Grab a strap and come seated with your legs forward in Dandasana. And then once you're here, make sure your pelvis stays tilted forward so you have a nice little arch in your low back, just a neutral arch. And then bring your shoulders up and then back and then down, and then keep your chest open just like that. In this staff pose, keep your feet flexed so that you feel your leg muscles activate. And then bend the right knee, bring it in towards your groin area. Take your left arm, hug that knee into your chest. Keep your left foot flexed. Inhale, right arm forward. Exhale, twist all the way around. Plant the right hand behind you. Keep your spine vertical as you twist. And what you're probably feeling here in your right buttocks is your piriformis muscle, which is one of your hip flexors, responsible for abducting your hip out to the side, your leg out to the side. And that piriformis lies right on top of your sciatica nerve. It's a very important muscle in your buttock area. Inhale. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Keep the knee bent and let it fall out to the side. And if it bothers you hanging out wherever it's hanging out, just put a block underneath of it if that's more comfortable for you. Take your strap, lasso your left foot with it. You can either use your loop here or both tails, it doesn't matter, whatever suits you. You're just going to use the strap as leverage here. Okay, so before you do anything else, tilt your pelvis forward, open your chest, bring your shoulders down from your ears, turn your body slightly to the left, and then you're going to use the strap to bring your chest forward without losing your spine. So you keep your spine exactly like it was 2 seconds ago when you were sitting up tall, and just bring the chest forward. If you imagine arching your lower back, that will be neutral for your spine because you won't really be able to arch your low back doing this, but it would be a neutral spine. So you think about sticking your tailbone back, think about keeping your head in line with the spine, and just relax here. This is a big hamstring stretch on the left side and a hip opener on the right. Hamstrings are really important for hip flexibility. Tight hamstrings really are the bane of many things. Tight hamstrings make tight hips. Couple more breaths, just relax. And then slowly come upright, remove your strap. Bring your right leg back to Dandasana and reestablish your, this is called the staff pose. Body is in an L shape, tilt the pelvis forward, bring your shoulders up and back, keep your chest open the entire time. Keep your head right on top of the shoulders, bend the left knee in, take the right arm, hug the knee into the chest, left arm forward, inhale, exhale, twist all the way around, planting that hand behind you as a kickstand to keep your spine vertical as you twist. And now you'll feel your glute muscles on the left side. So your gluteus maximus, which is your main superficial butt muscle, and above that is your gluteus medius, and underneath of that is your gluteus minimus, which is lumped together with your piriformis muscle and your gemellus, all around that sciatica nerve. Inhale, exhale, slowly come forward, and then let this knee fall out to the side. Again, propping it up if it bothers you to hang it out in air, or if it's not able to go down to the mat. Belt goes on to the right foot this time. And before you do anything else, reestablish your tall spine. Tilt the pelvis forward, meaning you have a neutral arch in your back. Open the chest, turn your body slightly, and then now come from your hip crease with a nice long spine. You don't have to come very far down to feel this. I mean, if you only go 2 inches, that's good, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But as you relax here, you might be able to come a little bit farther. Just allow your body to relax into the stretch as you breathe. One more breath. And then slowly come back upright, remove the belt. And then bring your legs in a V. Okay, now feet point up, knees point up. So the tendency here is to roll your thighs outward, but you want to try to keep the knees up and the heels up. Is everybody okay with their heels on the floor? All right, tilt the pelvis forward, chest open once again, and then just bring your hands on the mat in front of you, or you can use a block here if you like, and just lean forward from your hip crease. Again, you don't have to come very far. Keep your toes pointed up, knees pointed up. So what you're feeling here in the inside of your legs are your adductor muscles, adductor muscles. And that's what allows you to bring your leg back in towards your midline. And just relax, maybe get a little deeper. And I have to brag about our 85-year-old friend, or 86 maybe, who can reach his toes and bring his chest down. That's Jimmy Hatcher, who we all know and love, who does yoga several days a week. And then slowly come up. Bring your hands underneath your legs so that you can slowly bend your knees. Walk your feet in, and then bring the soles of your feet together. Grab your ankles, and then use your hands as leverage to pull your chest forward and up. And push your knees out to the side. Keep your chest open, and you're using your hands, pulling your legs towards you as you push your chest forward and the crown of your head up. And if your feet can open like a book, you can do that with your feet. That helps you open your thighs out a little more. And then just breathe. Okay, hold on to your left foot, and then take your right hand on the outside of your right foot and then just straighten it as much as you can. It may not go very far. You can hold on to the ankle too, or the calf, whatever you can reach. And it doesn't have to straighten all the way. Looks good. And then bring it back in. Okay, and then we're going to do the other side. Slowly, take your time. Again, it doesn't have to straighten all the way here. One more breath. And slowly come back in. Now, bring your feet in front of you with your knees bent. Walk the knees wide on the mat. Bring your hands behind you just to support your upper body. Any direction you want to point your fingers in is fine. And then just allow your knees to fall to the right. So you're going to lift your left hip up and then back to center and windshield over to the left. And then back up to center and then windshield to the right. Back up to center, windshield to the left. Up to center, windshield right. And we're just going to pause here for 2 or 3 breaths. Push your left knee down toward your right foot. And then back up to center, windshield over to the other side. Pause here for 2 or 3 breaths. Try to push your right knee down toward your left heel. And then back up to center. Sit back upright, hug your knees into your chest, bring your forehead down to your knees, curl your tailbone under, and push your C-shaped back toward the back of your mat. So this is like a seated cat. All right, now hop off of your bolsters. We're going to do a little bit of ab work here. I'm going to go sideways so you can see me. All right, and we're going to start with our feet on the mat in front. Grab behind your thighs and bring your chest forward and up, and your shoulders back and down. All right, now tuck your tailbone under. So you're going to put the C shape in your back. Tuck your chin, round your back toward the back, and then you're going to let go of your legs, slowly lift your feet up and push your low back into the mat and then breathe. So if this bothers your back, lift your legs higher. Okay, the lower your legs are, the more stress on your abdominal muscles. So lift your legs higher and then just breathe. Make sure you push your lower back into the mat. Really engage the abdominal muscles. And then bring the feet all the way down, bring your head all the way down. Come into your mini Shavasana here. Bend your right knee in toward your chest. Take your fingers, lace them behind your right thigh. Clasp them together behind your right thigh. We're going to use this momentum to pull us back to seated. So you're going to push your leg into your hands as you come back up to a seated position. Back to your... That was fun. And then rebend. Okay, we'll do that again now that you know where we're going. So now you're going to round your spine, be slow, 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 and then lift your legs, straighten your legs, push the low back into the mat, and bring your feet to whatever level you can, the lowest level you can without letting your back come off the mat. Your shoulders and your head are still up. Breathe, breathe, breathe. This is really, really good for your abs. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then come all the way down. Mini Shavasana. Now, if you do that 10 times every day, you'll have really, really strong abs. Bend the left knee into the chest. Lace your fingers behind your left thigh. And then we're going to pull ourselves up by kicking the leg into our hand, straightening the leg, and then coming back upright, back to Dandasana. All right, and then swing your legs to one side or the other, and please come to your table position and have your padding for your knees as needed. You want a little pad, or is that okay for you? Well, let's give her an option. Do we have an extra pad, David, or not? Knee pad? Let's just give her an option. Okay, okay. Well, sometimes it's too deep. Yeah. Feels okay? If there's no pain, then that's a good sign. Okay. Table position, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, flat back, inhale. Exhale, bring your bottom towards your heel, so you're stretching your spine, lubricating your joints. I call this greasing the hinges. Inhale slowly, Come back to table, make the breath last. Exhale, push into your cat. So you're going to tuck your toes, tuck your chin, curl your tailbone under your body as you push your spine up toward the ceiling. Feel every vertebra open here. And then inhale through your nose very slowly as you drop your belly down, untuck your toes, come into a banana shaped back, push your shoulders to the back of the mat, reach your head forward, tailbone back into your cow. And then exhale very slowly as you bring your bottom all the way back to your heels. Inhale very slowly back up to table. Make the breath last. Exhale very slowly. Tuck the toes, chin and tailbone. Come into your cat again. Push the mat away so you can feel your spine open. Inhale very slowly through the nose as you drop your belly down to a banana back and come back into your cow pose. And then exhale very slowly, coming all the way back to your heels with your bottom. Inhale very slowly back up to table. Okay, square up your table here. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, you're going to kick your right knee out to the side like a dog leg. So your knee's going to stay bent, your legs at a 90-degree angle, like as if you're peeing on a hydrant here. And then bring your knee back in without touching down, and then kick your foot back out behind you like a donkey kick. So your knee is bent, the sole of your foot is trying to step on the ceiling. And then bring the knee all the way back in without touching down, and then dog leg again out to the side, and then bring the knee back in, donkey kick behind. Bring the knee back in, dog leg to the side, knee comes back in, donkey kick up behind, knee comes back in, dog leg to the side. Pause here, straighten your dog leg, so now it's straight, and bring that foot down to the floor. Good. Now walk your hands to the left so that your left hand lines up with your left knee. And then bring your right arm up to 12 o'clock. Okay. Move your left hand out so that you have enough leverage to lift your right leg off the floor. And then we'll do some leg dips here. Inhale. And then lower as you exhale, touch your toes down, and then lift back up, down, and then back up, down, and back up. These are your hip flexors, down and back up, all working for you. Down and back up. Once more, down and back up, and then bring them down again. Now pause here for a moment, and if you can bring your arm closer to your ear without bringing your shoulder forward, do that. Maybe even next to your ear, but just try to keep your shoulder back. If you have really tight shoulders, that may not work for you. It's more important to keep your chest open than to bring your arm beside your ear at this point. And then bring the hand down, walk your hands back to the front of the mat, and then bring your knee in. Flat back, inhale, exhale, dog leg to the left. Inhale, bring it in, and then kick up as you exhale behind to your donkey kick. Bring the knee in, dog leg. Knee in, donkey kick. Knee in, dog leg. Knee in, donkey kick. Knee in, dog leg. Knee in, donkey kick. Knee in, dog leg. Pause here. Pause, P-A-W-S, here. Straighten the leg and bring the foot down. Line it up with your knee, and then we're walking our hands to the right here. So you're gonna line up your right hand with your right knee, and then bring your left arm up toward 12 o'clock. Keep your chest open. And then walk your right hand out a little bit so that you have enough leverage to lift your leg. And then we'll do our toe dips here. So dip down, and then up, down, up, down, up, again, up, again, up, again, up, and then down. Okay, I hear enough groaning now, so we'll pause here. And if you can, with your shoulder back, bring your arm closer to your ear. If it doesn't work for you, don't worry about it. Just stretch your arm up or over, whatever works. Okay, bring the hand down, walk the hands back to the front of your mat. Bring the knee in, and then tuck your toes and push your bottom up into your downward facing dog. So in downward dog, bend the knees at first to get a long spine. Push the hands into the mat, spread the fingers wide. Try to squeeze your forearms toward each other so that you feel your shoulders roll out. And then bend the knees a lot, walk up to your hands. And then very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in the T. Anjali Mudra. And then Tadasana, mountain pose. Reset the spine, realign everything. Head on top of the shoulders. Shoulders over the hips, hips over the ankles. Chin parallel to the floor. Make sure your head is not jutting forward. Chest is open. Legs are active. Turn your thighs in slightly so that your legs, you can feel your leg muscles. So this is an active rest. Your muscles are still working here. Bring the belly in, shoulders down, chest forward. Take a couple of deep breaths here. And just appreciate your body. Okay, so our one-legged balance will be a one-legged chair pose. It's going to look like this. And there's no cheating in yoga, so you can come and hold on to anything to get your balance. This is, you're going to take one leg and put the ankle on the opposite thigh. And what you're going to do is just try to sit as low as you can. And then you can bring your hands to your chest if you like. Keep this foot flexed, the foot that's up flexed. That helps protect the knee. And if you don't sit very far down, that's okay. If you only come a little bit, that's okay. If you only stay like that, that's okay too. Just do whatever your body lets you. Find a focal point and at your own pace, begin. And if your hands go out to the sides, you can do pretty much anything you want with your hands to balance. They say that when you put your fingertips together, it helps you balance, but that may not work for everybody. Good, 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 good. Whenever you're finished with that, come on out of it. I'm wondering, Louisa, that was really good. Was that your bad hip or your good hip? Switch legs. We'll see how this other leg does. We'll find out. Take your time. Find your focal point.
That's the bad one.
Well, that was pretty good though, anyway. Well, I'm talking to Louisa. I know you can't hear, but that's who I'm talking to. Good. Everybody happy with that? You should be. Let's get our blocks and bring them to the top of our mat. Have D-padding handy. And then return to the top of your mat, stepping between your blocks. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, come into your chair pose. So keep your legs parallel to each other, tailbone down. So we just did this, except we were one-legged. Now we hit two legs. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to your thighs, straighten your legs, flatten your back, and make your body into an L shape with the crown of your head going forward. Push your shoulders to the back of the mat. Bend your knees now. Bring your hands down to your blocks. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot back. Bring your right knee down. Good. Okay. Get light in your fingertips. Bring your arms forward and up, palms facing each other, Anjaneyasana. Open the chest, lean back, look up, push your tailbone toward the back heel. Try not to let your collarbone creep up to your ears. You want your arms to come out of the sockets. Inhale, exhale, hands come down. Inhale, exhale, let your left arm open to the side and up to the ceiling as you twist. Inhale, exhale, that hand comes down. Lift your right knee off the mat. And now we're in a high lunge, a runner's lunge, they call this. And we'll twist again. So put weight into your right hand and open your left arm to the side. This time your knees off the mat. And then bring the hand back down. Take a deep breath here. And then as you exhale, step up. And then very slowly rise up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up. Exhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Tailbone down. Make sure you can see the tippy tops of your toes when you look down. Legs parallel to each other. Good. Inhale. Exhale, hands on your thighs, straighten your legs, flatten your back, push your shoulders to the back. Inhale. Exhale, bend knees, hands come all the way down to your blocks. Inhale here. Exhale, right foot steps back. Left foot steps back. Thank you. And lower that knee down to the mat. Get light in your fingertips on this side and the arms come forward and up into your Anjaneyasana. Open the chest, push your tailbone down toward the back heel, maybe look up. This takes a lot of core strength to look up and balance here. Inhale, exhale, hands come down. Put weight into your left hand, twist your right arm out to the side and up toward the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, that hand comes down to the block. Lift your left knee off the mat. Come into your runner's lunge. So make sure your right knee is lined up over the ankle. Push weight into your back heel. Lift your left quads so that your leg is tight. Put weight into the left hand and then twist again. Open to the right. Inhale, exhale, that hand comes down and then shift your weight forward to step up. And then very slowly come up. Inhale. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And then Tadasana, active mountain pose, active rest. Think about your spine, think about your breath. Bring your chest forward, shoulders down, belly in, thighs rolled in slightly. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, push your hands together. Inhale, push up with your fingertips. Exhale, crescent to the right, bring the left shoulder back. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bend the knees. Bring your hands all the way down. And take your left hand onto your right ankle. So both knees are bent here, or you can put it on your right shin. Both knees are bent as much as you need to. And then you're going to swing your right arm out to the side as you straighten your right leg. Doesn't have to come all the way straight, but make it as straight as you can. Keep your left knee bent. And bring the hand to the outside of the ankle. Yeah, good. One more breath. And then exhale, bring your hand down. Bend both knees again. Come on up, pause in chair. And then inhale all the way up. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. Inhale up. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, push up with your fingertips. Exhale, crescent left. Right shoulder back. Inhale back to center. Exhale, bend the knees, come all the way down. This time your right hand's going to go on the left ankle or shin with the hands on the outside of the leg. And then right hand goes out to the side as you straighten that, left leg, hand goes out to the side as you straighten your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, that hand comes down and then come back up through chair pose. Inhale up. Exhale, arms in a T. Anjali Mudra. And once more, pause in Tadasana for just a couple of breaths. Okay, inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees forward, fold all the way down. Now you can use your blocks here or not. Step back into your downward facing dog. So if you have too much weight on your hands in your downward dog, it's good to use the blocks because it helps lift your front end and put more weight into your back end. And in fact, I recommend it highly if you have problems getting the weight off of the front end of your body. Inhale, exhale, knees come down, and then sit back towards your heels into child's pose and rest your forehead either on the mat or on blocks. For some people, when you spread your knees wide, it's a little easier to get your chest down and get your head down. Okay, please push up and come onto your backs with your head facing toward me, grabbing a block along the way. And then bend your knees, lift your hips, place your sacrum on the block. And either stay here in this perfectly delicious supported bridge pose, or your choice, lift your legs up in your waterfall pose, or just do a little bit of both, just to wind down, breathe, relax. If your legs are up, please bring them down. Lift your hips, remove the block, stay on your back, and keep your knees bent. Take your right ankle and place it on top of your left thigh. Then flex the right foot And then take your right hand onto your right thigh and push that leg away so you feel your hip open. So this is a very similar pose that we did standing on one leg in our one-legged balance, a one-legged chair. Now you're going to take your right hand, thread it between your legs, pick up your left foot, and take your left hand on the outside of your left leg. And you're going to clasp your fingers behind your left thigh, and then relax your head back down if you've lifted it up to do that. And then keep pulling your left thigh in towards your body as you push your right thigh away from you. Keep your feet flexed. Good. Okay, listen carefully. Keep your feet where they are. Unlace your fingers, let go of your leg and bring your left foot down. Now, take your right knee and scooch it over so that it's sitting on top of your left knee as if you were sitting in a chair. Good. And now bring both knees as they are, just as they are, up into your chest. And then you're going to grab opposite ankles. So your left hand's going to grab the right ankle, right hand's going to grab the left ankle. That sounds confusing, but it's really not. It's just, yeah, you're grabbing the ankle that's closest to each hand. So your arms are not crossing here, even though it sounds confusing. Your arms are uncrossed, just your knees are crossed. This is a great hip flexor stretch. Great for your piriformis, all your glute muscles. Okay, let go of your ankles, keep your knees crossed, bring your feet, your left foot back to the mat. Maybe both feet will touch, it doesn't have to, but make sure that your left foot touches down. And now bring your arms to a T, palms facing up, and then you're gonna roll onto your left hip. Keep your chest open. Your knees don't have to come all the way over. And then turn your head to look to the right. Okay, head comes back to center. Bring your legs back to center, uncross. And now we'll take the left ankle on top of the right thigh. Take your left hand and push your left leg away from your body, opening that hip joint. And now we'll thread through. So you pick up your right foot, take your left hand between your legs, right hand on the outside of your leg, lace your fingers behind your right thigh, and then bring that in towards your chest as you keep pushing your left thigh away. Release your leg, bring your foot down. Take your left knee now and scooch it over so it's sitting on top of your right knee as if you're sitting in the chair, and bring the knees into the chest. And now you'll grab your ankles again, whichever ankle's closest to each hand, which will be opposite ankles to hands, and then just bring your feet apart from each other as you pull the knees closer to your chest. See if you can relax your head back down on the mat if it doesn't, or you can put a block behind you. We're going to let go in a minute anyway. I just don't want you to keep pinching your neck. Okay, so now release, bring your feet down to the mat, keep your knees crossed, bring your arms to a T. And then we're going to roll onto our right hip this time. Keep the chest open and look to the left. Your knees don't have to come all the way down. All right, head comes to center, legs come to center, uncross everything, and we'll prepare for Shavasana by letting your body relax long on the mat. And here, if you would like to roll up a bolster or a blanket for underneath your knees, that always seems to feel good to some people. David. And then just relax. For a few moments in this nice, juicy Shavasana. Focus on your breath. Slow down your breathing and relax your body. Relax the mind. Enjoy a few moments of inner bliss. Please bring your awareness back to your breath and deepen your breathing as you slowly and gently wake up your body, making small movements. And then please bend your knees and roll onto your right side in a fetal position to seal the practice. And then please very slowly, keeping a quiet mind, push up to seated facing me. And then please join me with the closing chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Victory to the Cat Rock Yoga class and to the inner teacher. Jai Shri Satguru Maharaj Ki Jai. Knuckles to my forehead honors God. Knuckles to my chin honors you. Knuckles to my heart honors myself. Namaste. Jai Yogis. Jai.